Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Lego Star Wars. Heading into episode 6 Return of the Jedi. Still, in the original trilogy, obviously, so still not going to remember any more of it than what. The one that I'm probably going to remember the most is The Phantom Menace, and that's just because that's my favorite one. And that's the only Star Wars movie that I can really say I watched more than a couple times. Like, I think the original trilogy I may have watched twice, at most 3 times, but I don't think so. And then even like the prequel trilogy, I watched the first one a few times, but episode 2 I maybe watched twice, episode 3 I watched once. And then I watched episode 7 once, and then I never watched 8 and 9, so I'll know literally nothing about those ones.
You have done well, Lord Vader. And now I sense you wish to continue your search for young Skywalker.
Yes, my master.
Only together can we turn him to the dark side of the Force.
Of course I'm worried, and you should be too. Lando Calrissian and poor Chewbacca never returned from this awful place. Don't be so sure.
Oh, so Jabba does live on Tatooine. Anyway. So yeah, here we are, back in the Junland ways.
Sure Master Lando and Chewbacca can handle themselves. Perhaps we should... Oh, all right. But there's no need to get personal.
I'm curious though. If there... Oh wait, no, what button is it? That's it. If there's going to be more things here now that we're here but in a different episode. I would imagine that there's going to be more stuff here.
Calls for your expertise, Artu.
Like quest-wise and that. I mean, we have... Oh, whoops. Like, we have most of the bricks, do we not? I think. It was basically just side quests that we didn't have.
Well, yes, it does rather look like a doorbell. I suppose there's nothing else for it.
Alright, so let's get into it then. A plan to save Han. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Based on what I remember of the plan, it wasn't the best. It worked in the end, but, you know.
Goodness gracious me. Artu, wait! Oh dear!
Quit complaining.
Wasn't Lando also disguised as a bounty hunter?
Play along, Chewie. I'm taking you to Jabba.
Yeah.
You gonna blow our cover or find a more subtle route?
Nah, let's go subtle
Stay close,
because,
Chewie.
you know, when,
I'm not undoing the handcuffs. Now stop asking.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is there a clue? But I guess not. It's just wait for this guy to cross. It's weird how long it took him. Although I guess it's also fairly obvious once you get close to them. They do kind of give it away.
Yoga.
Will say, though, I do like it when games give you the option of stealth. It's always nice. This doesn't seem like a, Uh-huh. Is this the stealthy route, though? Because I feel like if I open fire, it can't be, right? Because, I mean, Chewie can't do that. So hopefully this will lower the bridge there. Good. Because, I mean, it's not very often we get to do stealth in a Lego game, so. Although I would love to see a Lego game with stealth. But it needs to be like a fully ridiculous Lego game, you know? Because I think there's a couple that have kind of stealth where you can like hide in a tree and shit, but like even like the Lego Ninjago games, I don't think really had any kind of stealth to them.
No way we're getting through that door while those guards are there.
Okay, now that we've pushed that there, what now?
Watch it. The prison block. Not for you, Fuzzball.
Hey, bounty hunter, let us out of here. We'll make it worth your while.
Will you now? Okay, but why is he not? I mean, it shows that Chewie can do it. But he's not doing the thing. Alright. I mean, by the looks of it, we need to shoot this, but it's not letting... Oh, there we go. So what the hell was wrong with you before?
I don't know what you're doing.
Thanks, mysterious bounty hunter.
Oh, there we go.
Great work, Chewie.
Yeah, we got rid of him. Oh, nice. I actually have like a separate
What
weapon.
happened to a good old-fashioned lock and key? How does this door work?
Well, I mean, clearly I grapple up this side and Chewie has to jump up the other.
Both need to be operating to get the door open.
I do like that Chewie actually walks like he's handcuffed.
Now stay quiet and keep your eyes open for Han.
You're assuming that he decarbonated, thawed Han out after he got him and didn't just, you know, leave him there.
Han,
Boop.
I can't see.
your eyesight will return in time.
Who are you?
Someone who loves you.
Leia. I know that laugh. Look, Jabba, I was just on my way to pay you back, but I got a little sidetracked.
Gago, you need solo.
Jabba Mabatabatu.
You will take me to Jabba now.
Taku Jabba now.
Lead the way. We're
Oh,
going to
challenge
see Jabba.
complete.
Mitotiza Jabba.
That must have been to do it
Remind
without getting
everyone I'm
caught.
a guest of no importance, and they should not pay us any attention.
Tabroda Mangtaiga Una Portanda Gusti. Nabaza Gumbabi.
Yeah, I am completely unimportant. I don't think that this was something I could have done before, was it? Also, Luke, if you're trying to hide that you're a Jedi, maybe you shouldn't be building stuff using the Force.
Tell the eye thing to let us in, and that he looks weird.
You know, I'm not sure that the mind trick works quite that way. I mean, I could very easily be wrong, but
You will help me get past this door.
Jabba hologram or a Gonk droid switch. I mean, damn, now it's at this point that well, you know what, fuck it, right? We'll do the Jabba hologram this time, and then next time we'll do the Gonk droid, right? I was gonna say, it's at this point that I kind of wish that I had my computer open so I could look up what the challenges are, but let's see, here we go. Jabba's Palace. Is this the actual... Oh, no, here we go. Plan to save Han. I realized that if it was a challenge to use the Gonk droid instead of Jabba, then you kind of fucked it up, but you know. Alright, complete with Leia and Chewbacca without causing any trouble. Learn the fate of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Well, he had C-3PO. Pick up and throw 5 objects at the Rancor using the Force. Alright, so we'll try that. Oh, here you go. Learn the droid's fate. Oh, okay. Well, that's something that we'll end up doing on the free play. That's easy enough.
If you try to betray me, Bib, I'll tie your leku in a bow. Now, introduce me to your master.
Is that what those things
You
are
will
called,
make sure
Leku?
that Jabba knows I am a Jedi Knight. Just in case the robe...
Master, have no place, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight.
You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me.
Oh no, the Rancor!
And I'm using a fucking bone. Nice.
He says his Rancor is excited to know what a Jedi tastes like. Oh, please, be careful, Master Luke.
Yeah? Oh, well, I don't think that quite counts as throwing it at him. There you go, that do it? Yeah, it did. Oh, god. Alright, let's actually fight this thing now. Ha! Alright, this is not a whole lot of damage. How do you do, buddy? I mean, also not great. I feel... Oh, hello. I feel like he does slightly better just because I don't know if it's true or not, but it definitely feels like he's attacking a little bit faster. Yeah, he definitely feels faster than
Well
Luke
done,
does.
Master Luke. I
Oh.
mean, nothing.
How the hell did that happen? I mean, the rocks do seem to be doing more damage, but at the same time, it's obviously a lot slower. That's weird that there's now other people in here. Although I'm wondering if I can get past them and hit the button. But I don't care, I'm still just gonna beat the shit out of it. You know, this Rancor is like a huge deal in the movie, and then like I played The Force Unleashed, and you fight so many of them.
His High Exaltedness, the great Jabba the Hutt, has decreed that you are to be cast into the pit of Carcoon, the nesting place of the all-powerful Sarlacc.
That's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Is that Lando? Yep.
Where have you been? You were meant to be on that barge. You're serving in the VIP lounge. Is this all part of the plan? Oh.
A while ago I mentioned that the voice that the guy's doing for Lando sounded familiar to me. I want to say it sounds like somebody from Futurama, but I've never really watched Futurama. I've seen a couple episodes and I've seen clips from it, so I'm not 100% sure who I'm thinking of, but just that's what I get from him, is like he's a character off of Futurama, and I don't know why. And look at that, 2 challenges done during the story. And no mini kits got, but that's not a surprise. And we unlocked some... Who's the guy with the hood? Oh, Luke. It's just a different version of Luke.
If we don't get there soon, there'll be Sarlacc chow.
Alright.
I hope so.
First things first. Data cards. That's ×4. Oops. Boop. Now, how much do I need to get that? 8 million. Well, now that we have, theoretically, ×8 already, that shouldn't be too hard to do. And it would not surprise me if we popped into here and just, like, immediately got it. Because that's, well, I guess we don't quite have all the multipliers. I know in, like, previous LEGO games, like, you get all the multipliers. You step into a level, the first thing you pick up. And it's like, boom, true Jedi, or, you know, whatever the true is for that one. It's weird that they give us 2 random characters, but then still let us keep, like, all of our other characters. And it's... I say it's weird. It's also insanely nice. Like, I fucking love that. Like, one of my biggest complaints about the LEGO games before was that they would just give you, like, random characters. And, whenever you would go into a level, and a lot of the time the characters wouldn't even necessarily be useful to completing the level. You know? Like, you just wouldn't have the abilities you need or something, you know? Are these guys infinite, or... Oh, good lord. Those exploded way bigger than I expected. Yeah, see, like, you end up with a pile of them, and look at that.
You see
just
that
immediately.
guard? He's real friendly.
Oh, yes, he's so stylish. The only guards that can make a cape look good.
Yep, so they're talking about Lando. He wasn't a guard, though. I could have swore that he had disguised, like, he was supposed to be disguised as a bounty hunter. Not a guard, but, I mean, whatever. I guess same thing, really. I mean, he Jabba did seem to basically be using the bounty hunters for guards, so. I will say, every time I play this game or any Star Wars game, really, it really makes me want to go back and play the Old Republic MMO. And while I'm not like a huge MMO fan, that one I really enjoyed, mainly because I could more or less play it by myself. And it made perfect sense. Like it just felt like a single player game. Which doesn't normally happen. And by felt like a single player game, it just basically like the missions and shit were still really well done. Alright. Okay, yeah, we can go around this way. And they still felt like story missions in that, whereas like in a lot of MMOs, it really just feels like a few story missions with a bunch of busy work in between, you know? Like, oh, go kill 5 of these, go kill 6 of these. Which, you know, I've realized does happen in single player games and that as well, but, you know, I feel like it at the very least happens less in single player games. So, I mean, there's no way that you could have got... No, there's no way you could have got here without being in free play. At least now he should be able to follow. It's weird fire, because it like falls off the wall and then shoots fire, which I feel is not quite how that would work. But yeah, the Old Republic. I fucking love that game. Played mainly as a light side Sith. Because I mean, I started... I think I did the tutorial of every character, right? So, you know, I did the first planet that your characters start on, which, if you've never played it, you play as either Republic or Empire. If you're the Republic, then you can pick Jedi Knight or Consular, and they both start on the same planet. Or you pick Bounty Hunter or Soldier, and they also start on the same planet. Different from the Jedis, but same as each other. And not Bounty Hunter, sorry, Smuggler. And then if you played as the Empire, you gotta pick the Sith. I can't remember what theirs are called. But it was either the Sith Warrior or the Sith Force User, basically. But I can't remember what their actual titles were. I mean, it may have been Sith Warrior, but I highly doubt that it was called a Sith Force User. But yeah, out of all of them, I really enjoyed the Sith and the Twi'lek companion that you got, more so than any of the other classes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the reason why I picked it, is because I really liked the Twi'lek companion and the dynamic that you could get between her and your character, whereas all the other characters starting companions, which, you know, obviously you get multiple ones throughout, I may very well have liked later companions from other people more, but, you know, I'm a person who, when they start a game with companions, a lot of the time, I don't know where the hell I'm moving. Oh, it's so I can jump up there. When they start a game where you have companions that like help you in combat and whatnot, I more or less use the first companion that you get, or companions, depending on if you get multiples. Like any RPG where you have like a team of 3 or 4, odds are the first 3 or 4 people are what I'm going to use. It's very rare that I switch them out, just because like I get them and I get used to fighting as them. You know, like there's one game that was for the PlayStation, it was called Suikoden. I mean, they made multiples, but I'm talking about the original one. I want to say there was 100 and some people. I don't think you could fight as all of them, though. I do believe that there was certain ones that did not have a combat role. Alright, so we could obviously drop down there and go around, but we're just going to head back so that we can go the other routes from the entrance. But yeah, there's like 100 people or so, and I stuck with the first people that you got and just upgraded them. I think there was like, I think you got 6 people to fight with you, but you started the game with 5 of them. And the 5 that you start with was more or less who I used. I mean, there's a couple of points where like you lose them for a period of time, you know, like this one fucks off, that one fucks off, whatever. So obviously I would have to change them out then, but
The Max Rebo band really needs some new songs.
stupid dickhead. Did I fucking say that you could hit the alarm? And Rex, you have a gun. Use it. Kinda wish that you could break the alarm. Like, that would be nice. Anyway. Where's C-3PO? Here he is.
Hello. I am C-3PO. How may I be of assistance? I can
But yeah,
certainly
so
be of
pretty much
assistance.
every time I played that game, because I did... I'm not actually sure if I finished it more than once, but I definitely played it a lot. And yeah, pretty much every time I... pretty much every time I played it, I ended up using those, like, the people that you start the game with. And I don't know why. Like I said, I start playing with them. They're the ones that are there. I just like, do I want to learn anybody else's? Not really. So I just never do. Oh, I see, this leads around. Good. And yeah, that's like pretty much every RPG, like Persona 5 when I played that. The first guys that I used, that's what I used. I think at one point, because who do you get first in that game? You obviously have Joker, and then I can't remember all their names, but you have the chick who's fire element, you have the dude who's basically lightning element. And those are your 2 starting ones. Who do you get next, though? Do you get the nuclear chick? I want to say is the next one. And then so like I basically just use them. I can't even remember who else you get as a fighter. Like, I'm remembering people, but it's like ones that you don't actually like fight with, you know? Yeah, I really don't remember, because those are like the people that I used. I just didn't care about the rest of them, right? Because it's like, these are my peeps. And since you could, as Joker, obviously, swap between whatever the hell you wanted, it didn't really matter so much if you got more. Or if you, if the rest of your team was balanced, because odds are, like, you know, if you were getting the right personas, then it really didn't matter, because he could cover any of the weaknesses himself, right? Okay, so I can go through here, or... Okay. Alright, well, let's drop down here first, though, because we obviously weren't here before. Go up, there you go. And down. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is just a different entrance. I really hate these charge attacks that you can't really... Mainly because we don't seem to have, like, a dedicated dodge button. We seem to have the capability to dodge, but only, like, when your character is, like, targeting someone, and I'm not sure how to do that myself, if I'm being honest. Alright, we need our bounty hunter. Oh, fuck off, really? Why is everybody suck at getting up these things? It's a bit much, Boba, but you know. I also have no idea now where Captain Rex went. Alright, so that leads us to there, that leads us to there, so let's just continue down this pathway and see what that takes us. Or see if we get anything else here. Hang on, let me see. No, the guards are front you and turn. Yeah, right. It's just to destroy a thing. I'm not even seeing all that many mini kits out there. No, I guess they are. Why are they all over there though? It's kind of weird. That like all the mini kits are at the end of the level. Like we had the one back there in the rather long like side path, I will say. Also, I'll also say I am fucking set for videos for a while now, and there's or will be anyway, because I mean we got Borderlands. Like this will still obviously take some time, but yeah, like obviously we got Borderlands going and got all 4 games of that. We got but then we got the Amnesia collection for the weekends, and we still have a couple other games as well for that. And then after we're done, or after I'm done recording this anyway, I'm gonna go, there's another sale on the Xbox, I'm gonna get the Batman Arkham collection along with Alan Wake remastered, because those are supposed to be pretty good games. It's supposed to be made, it's the same people that made Control, which is a game that I really liked, and they're actually supposed to like be connected in ways, which obviously, you know, with the Alan Wake DLC for Control, that really solidifies the connection. But then I think in Alan Wake 2, they get even more of a connection. So I mean, yeah, I'm half looking forward to it, but I think why I'm only half looking forward to it is because I think I'm confusing it with Alone in the Dark, because I'm like vaguely recalling like not enjoying the game, but I really think that it's like the game that I'm thinking of is Alone in the Dark.
How many languages do you speak? I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication and can readily... Splendid. We have been without an interpreter since our master got angry with our last protocol droid and disintegrated him. Disintegrated? Guard, this protocol droid might be useful. Fit him with a restraining bolt and take him back to His Excellency's main audience chamber. Artem, don't leave me! Oh! You're a feisty little one, but you'll soon learn some respect.
But yeah, I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Like, I'm not thinking of, because I mean, I think anyway that they both have like enemies that you need to shine lights on to damage them in that. But I think that the one I'm thinking of that I didn't like was Alone in the Dark, because I never owned either of them myself. I played it a little bit with one of my friends who had bought it, and I played it a little bit with him, and yeah, we didn't make it very far because it was just kind of like a, you know. It just seemed to be like really annoying more so than actually fun. Oh, that just gets us past the door. Well, that's, well, I guess it's not worthless, but okay. Doesn't look like we'll really have to be trying to put these in. They really just go in themselves. Although it looks like we may have to try and find the last piece. Break it already. Thank you. I was gonna go on a trip, like a road trip this weekend, but I don't think I will anymore. It's too hot. And you might think, well, what does that have to do with the road trip? Well, the road trip was to go to basic, well, more or less to go to a zoo, maybe a museum or two, but it's too hot out. Like, not only would I have to leave all my animals at home in the heat, in the hot house, because, you know, we can't have any windows open, obviously, while we're gone. So it would get fucking hot as hell in the house. But on top of that, going to a zoo when it's hot out is so pointless. Because all the animals, obviously, are also hot. And they're just laying around, barely doing anything. And you can't blame them, because it's just like, ah. Okay, sure. Not entirely sure what that was supposed to be. I mean, it's kind of like a space stretching rack, I guess, but... And this is like a branding machine for droids, but it brands their feet. Also, it just feels like I'm shaking a kid for his lunch money, considering every time I hit him he goes upside down. But yeah, I mean, there's especially because like it wasn't like a nearby zoo. I mean, it wasn't like super far away. It wasn't like, oh, gotta stay overnight away, but it's still far enough away that it's like it's a long drive. It's a lot of heat. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of heat. So by the time we get there, we're gonna be fucking probably still kind of boiling at least. Depending on how well the air conditioning in the car works. And then, you know, like I said, once we get there, the museum would still be fine because obviously, you know, it would be air conditioned and whatnot, but the zoo, which is the main reason I wanted to go, would be kind of, you know, it'd be just like watching basically a lot of animals wishing that they had air conditioning. Alright, this is our last mini kit, I think. There's also a lot of crud on the ground that just isn't disappearing. No, one more mini kit, eh? Where's the last one? Oh, it's a little bit further ahead. Okay. Well, we may as well free these guys. It's so weird that you need to apparently be at a specific angle for that. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because they need you to, like, be able to target each of the points, but... And I wonder, are the guards still going to chase them? No? Okay. It would have been weird if they did, since the guards were already dead, but... You'd think that that might be a challenge too, right? Free the prisoners after killing the guards so that they actually escape. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to get that and the don't cause a ruckus one at the same time, but, you know, it wouldn't be the first time that they had mutually exclusive challenges. Alright. Fuck it then. I'll just go around. It's also kind of annoying that you still go into sneak mode for some reason. When you're in the air, like, even though we've very clearly given up on being stealthy, every so often she's like, oh, sneaky, sneaky, and it's like, really? You're at this point? It seems like kind of a lost cause considering the death and destruction we went through. Come on, just... Yeah, they really don't like to throw the lightsaber at anything that's like really close to them. They also don't like to use the Force sometimes. They just instead put away their lightsaber. Huh. Okay, so you could throw your lightsaber at Captain Rex, who is like half an inch in front of you, but you couldn't throw it at the thing across the room. I feel like Ashoka has some pent-up anger towards him for some reason. I don't even know if they ever met. I mean, I would imagine so, but I'm not 100%. It's been a long time since I watched the Clone Wars TV show, and I can pretty much guarantee he wasn't in the movie. Not that I remember that either. So this might have been like the only mini kit. Hey look, pod racing poster. The only mini kit that I may have been able to get before, eh? Because it needs a power cell from all the, obviously over there. But so I could have just brought it back and plugged it in. Obviously I didn't, but just break it. Stop trying to pick it up. I really don't know what does that. Like, I don't know if it's just like they don't want you to be able to, like, it's not a spammable attack, you know? Like, you can't just spam use the Force. So if you try to, it just kind of registers it as you picking something up or what, but I mean, let me spam use the Force. Why not? What are you throwing it at? Good Lord, Ashoka, you're really just not putting in your best at this time today. Like, damn. You're not throwing it, you're not using the Force, like, ugh. Although I have a feeling that, those, panels that break into the black thing, and then it takes me a while to break them. I just don't think that the second break is actually there when I finally use the Force on it. I can only assume that that's playing the Cantina music, just because what else do they play in a Star Wars game? Alright, let's drop that there. We're almost done checking shit out. I mean, we technically already have everything. But, you know, now that we have the 4x multiplier, now I really want to collect money. You would think that I wanted to collect money more before I had it so that I could afford it, but now that we have the 4x multiplier, you know, we get money so quickly that it's actually like let's fucking do it, you know? Alright, well. Wait. Why is it glowing there? Whatever. Plan to save Han, 100%. Oh, right, yeah. I was just about to ask, okay, so we did all 3 challenges, we got all 5 mini kits. Alright, we still have to do the Rancor fight though, don't we? Although I guess with the,
Your eyesight will return in time.
Who are you?
Someone who loves you.
Why can't I skip this?
Leia.
Yeah, since I don't have to worry about throwing anything, I guess I can just fucking
Jabba,
lay
just
into
on my way
them.
to pay you back, but I got a little sidetracked.
Yeah, it's so weird that they're not going to let me skip this cutscene.
You will take me to Jabba now.
I mean, this part should be super quick, right? Because, like, I've already opened everything up as the other characters. It's also weird that they stuck me back in with these guys. But yeah, it should just be like a straight shot. I wonder if it still does that if you didn't lower it before. It'd be kind of weird, I guess, if it did, but... Also, I have no idea who I am, but he's very clearly wearing some kind of like Hawaiian shirt. Up we go. It also seems to be like a lot of like... Were they having a party, I guess? Oh look, now I can skip this cutscene for some reason. Couldn't skip the other one. And they put me back as Ashoka. What the fuck is going on, game? Yeah, as Ashoka. And Rex, yeah. Like, really, what's going on here?
He says his Rancor is excited to know what a Jedi tastes like.
Yeah, well, he won't learn. Oh, I tried to get out of there. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to get up to the million. I was like, come on, we can get the million. Damn it. My dodge isn't working the best, but... You know what? This works.
Well done, Master Luke. I mean, nothing.
Alright, let's see what's over here.
Don't press that button yet! Wait for the ugly thing to get close.
Okay.
Luke, be careful!
And...
Do it now! Bring the gate down!
Hey, look, we can actually kill it like in the thing. That's cool. I like that they did that. Oh, and now it's not letting me skip again. This game is so weird with this shit. It's so weird with some of its stuff, like its cutscenes and whatnot.
That's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Like, it let me skip the first cutscene, and it didn't let me skip the second one. It let me skip the third cutscene, but not the fourth one. And it's like, what was the big difference between them? Exactly, like... Anyway, that should have been 100%. I'm pretty sure we did it all anyway. Level complete. 1, 2, 3 levels of True Jedi. Knocked it out of the park. And then there's number 2, which finishes off all of our challenges. They're really trying to get you to buy the hints for those, though. Like, they don't give you anything. Like, any kind of clue as to what the challenge might be. But that's another level, 100%.
If we don't get there soon, there'll be Sarlacc chow.
So that'll be it for this part.
I hope so.
Next time we'll just continue on with the main quest. I mean, we're back on Tatooine, so there's no point to running around. At least not since we're still in the Junland Waste. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.